Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell notification for future helpful videos. Now, I am Papa with Step Up Student Partner in association with CPowerX Solutions. Today's question will basically be 5.2 of a previous exam question paper, right? So today we will be determining the value. So the key word here is determining what? The value. So let's look at this question. It says determine the value of the following expression. Now you have your expression right there. Remember when you did functions? You learned about expressions as well as what is a function. Now, a function typically has an equal sign and an expression does not. So this is an expression. It says now you must determine the value of this expression, meaning that by the end of this, you will have a number, which is a value. So this is a key word right here, determining the value of the expression. So it says 4 marks. Before we delve into the question, let's just go through it and formulate a point of departure. So you have your 2 sine x by cos x, and then you will have your 1 plus 10 squared x, all this over 10x. So according to what I see, my point of departure, because looking at this bracket right here, I believe whenever I see 1 plus 10 squared x, I note that I can actually turn this 10 squared x into sine over cos x, sine x over cos x. So sine x squared over cos x squared. Then it will be much more simplified because I can have some sort of 1 right here. I'll show you how, but firstly, this is the question we are going to be looking at today. Now, 5.3 will also be considered if time allows. Now, let's get started with question 5.2. Now, with question 5.2, well, you first have to rewrite the question to sine x by cos x. Now, we have that special bracket again. You are rewriting, like I said, you are formulating a plan in your own mind. 1 plus 10 squared x. Now, you know you're going to change this by expanding it using the identity, right? So the identity laws are very critical here. Clearly, this 10x, that is a denominator, will also be changed into the relevant identity, right? So identities of 10x, which is, like I said, sine x over cos x for this one at the bottom. So we rewrite whatever is the initial part of the question, because we are not going to be changing this. So now in the bracket, we start changing 1 plus, you have your sine squared x, and then you'll have your cos squared x as well. So as you can see, you have formulated a plan and you are running with it. So from this point, you also do the same thing at the bottom where you have your 10x, where you'll have your sine x over cos x. Now, once you have done this, it shows that you have. So your 5.2, basically, you will start it off by rewriting what has been asked. So the most important part here is to note that 2 sine x cos x remains unchanged when you move to the second step. Brackets first always applies, right? So you will focus on this bracket 1 plus 10 squared x. This is where you start. Now all this is over 10x. You have similar things there. So your identities for 10 squared x will be your starting point. So you rewrite the 2 sine x by cos x, like we said. You deal with that 10 squared x, which will be your your sine squared x over cos squared x. So there you write it down, sine squared x over cos squared x. So similarly, you can do the same thing at the bottom to save time. So you'll have your sine x over cos x as the denominator, because you have your 10x there. So you're changing that too. And when you come back to the next step, you have to ensure that the denominator is removed. Now you need to at least have your expression in a straight line format. So now you rewrite the 2 sine x by cos x, and you resolve whatever is in the bracket. So to resolve that, what is your lowest common denominator? Remember, you use the lowest common denominator if you have such. So your lowest common denominator is cos squared x and 1. So when you rewrite, you are going to have your cos squared x plus sine squared x. Oh, all this over cos squared x, because your lowest common denominator was cos squared x. So once you have this written down, you can then multiply the denominator. So you typically would use sine x times cos x to multiply. And remember, once you have done this, you will then start solving the bracket. So in the bracket, you know that it's 1. That cos squared x plus sine squared x is 1. So if you are resolving the 2 sine x and cos x by sine x, you will get your 2 cos squared x, and you'll get your 1 over cos squared x, right? So I hope everybody understands how we came to that point. Now, once you have this, you can cancel your cos squared x and cos squared x, and 2 times 1 is equals to 2. Therefore, your solution for this wonderful question, which was to determine, it's a problem involving numerical angles. So your solution, your final answer will be 2. Now we'll be doing similar questions as this one. And if you want more questions such as this, or you need an explanation, please do ask on our comment section on the YouTube channel. It's the best way we can give you the solution. So once you ask on our comment section, we will prioritize, because we don't get a lot of questions, to tell you the truth. A lot of people typically, I don't know if they are technology inefficient, or it's just being disinterested in their greatness, because everybody has some greatness in them. Look at me. I never used to do this. I started doing this recently on the 8th of October. Actually, it was my birthday when I started doing this. And now I'm already making videos like an expert. Please comment on our section. Don't be shy. And thank you for watching our channel. Enjoy your day.